Okay, well, hey everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you find yourself in. My name is Gluefoot. Hope you're having a good New Year so far. Mine's been pretty good. I had work last night, as I do every weeknight. But we're here. We are so here. Oh my god. I'm very much looking forward to being 1 month closer to Slay the Spire 2, entering early access. Don't know when it's gonna happen exactly, but, you know, we're still here for it. Ugh, yeah. I woke up late today because I was up late playing Borderlands 4. Really liking the game. It runs great on PC now, honestly. Sorry, I'm also like reaching for a piece of origami paper off one of my shelves. like, I want to do content around Borderlands 4, but the content landscape for it is very populated. Kind of, I don't know how to characterize it really, besides that. It's just, you know, there. You have your creators, you know, Jolts, Moxie is who I watch for... I really only watch them occasionally now for build videos. I'm trying to really decouple myself from content creators when it comes to figuring builds out, and that includes games like Warframe as well. That it's like, yes, you know, like, what am I going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to outsource my enjoyment of the game to someone else. And, you know, that's just not how I want to play games these days. I want to figure things out. I want to figure out the puzzle that is laid out in front of me. Even if it feels like with Warframe, they don't always intend for stuff to be a puzzle. I think the difficulty of Warframe doesn't demand that you go super hardcore into build crafting. Like, the only things are like the Archimedia game modes, Elite, and specifically Elite Archimedia. Yeah, those are the only things that really demand like high-level build crafting, I think. So I'm not... It's hard to say that like Warframe wants you to build craft, because they barely even want you to play, it feels like. Like, yeah, let me just hold E throughout this mission, or hold melee throughout this mission, and just go through and still kill everything, you know? And similarly with Borderlands 4, I was really hoping for a long time that they would actually nerf the Amon Ordnance build, which, shocking, I know. I do think Amon is like the worst Vault Hunter overall, but having just a degenerate playstyle like that, and I don't mean degenerate in the sense of like unwashed, greasy, whatever, because that's the Rafa AFK build. Degenerate as in like game theory, like degenerate playstyle, where all of your solutions where all of your problems have the same solution. That's what a degenerate, solution is. Because it degenerates, it gets rid of everything else, and it just leaves you with, it's like, okay, no matter what I do, in the case of, you know, Amon Ordnance build, I pull out my ordnance, and I hold the fire button. That's it. That's the solution. And yeah, it's just not really as fun as I would like a game with, you know, millions and trillions of guns to be. And I will say there is a way to like stack just a ton of ordnance damage on Amon to the point that you're like one-shotting bosses. And I think that is like worth doing, right? But it's sort of the continual like infinite ammo ordnance thing. But the problem is I don't have the right gear for this one-shot build. You need, like, a lot of people talk about this ordnance called a honey bunches or something. It's like a multi-shot rocket launcher, or like an airstrike. I just haven't played enough to find one, which sucks. You know, it's like, yes, I'm locked out of this this strategy. So it's sort of this weird, it's also this weird juxtaposition of like, yes, I have this extremely powerful build, but I'm also locked out of this very specific strategy. And like with the new raid boss, being locked out of like one-shotting it means that you are very, very dependent on sorry, brain fart for a moment. You're very dependent on RNG essentially. I may have to like retry that with some different skills equipped, because apparently the new boss absorbs cryo damage, which a lot of Amon's powerful ordnance damage comes from cryo, and so that like really hurts your capacity to do anything there. And yeah, it's a time for sure. Like especially if you're not one-shotting the boss, letting it absorb cryo, which also I'm actually really glad that they made an enemy that actually like absorbs things. I like the SMT games. I like Persona, and it was always kind of like my favorite part of those games is teasing out what weaknesses and like resistances stuff has. Especially because like hitting weakness is so powerful. Like, you know, in SMT3 you have the press turns, you have the one more in Persona, stuff like that. You know, all of it being really powerful. And you know, it's not, I guess, as powerful in, you know, it's not like knocking down the enemies. But it is still fun. Like, figure that out. Like, it's fun to use the different elemental types. I really like that. So it sucks kind of being locked out of one. Especially when Cryo is actually really good in that fight because... Well, I guess I could use Corrosive. But there's a lot of armored enemies. Corrosive being Cryo being Amon's main method of countering armor in, you know, green health bars on enemies in that really does hurt. Because then it's like, oh, I need to like have cryo skills and stuff to counter the armored enemies. And it's like, oh no, but actually the boss is gonna absorb all that, so good luck, buddy. Yeah. It's a time. Oh, that's what I was missing. I was missing Bloodshot. Not Bloodshot, but Dragon's Breath. There's a skill that makes it so that your next shot after readying Ordnance gets you just like a ton of damage. And I'll have to go back in and like respec my stuff with Amon to get a one-shot build so that I can like farm certain bosses more easily. But yeah. I'm just making a paper crane right now. I'm not too focused on anything. I guess I can switch over to Final Fantasy. Wouldn't hurt. We here? Yeah, we're so here. Okay, continuing on with the Stormblood main quest. Also, am I actively tracking? No. Cool. Yeah, I've been trying to get, yeah. I've been trying to level up all my crafters, but unfortunately you need materia. I think you only need materia for the weapons. I don't think you need it for the, wearable, or the clothes and accessories. So I think you only need it for, Alchemist, Carpenter, and Blacksmith. I'd have to check that, though. So I have Culinarian... I've done the Culinarian quest up to 50. Done Blacksmith. Now I just need Carpenter... Carpenter, Weaver, Culinarian. Or sorry, Carpenter, Armorer, Goldsmith, Leatherworker, Weaver, and Alchemist. So, you know, the majority. But honestly, at this point, I do just have to level up Fisher, because I need red coral. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. But yeah, I think it would be really nice to have I want to get a webcam so I can do, hand cams. I guess I could plug in my DSLR, but where would I even put my tripod? Do like hand cam to start out, just so I can, like, you know, you can join me if you so choose in folding paper cranes and drinking coffee in the morning. It's a good morning routine, honestly. Highly recommend it. Why is the BGM on? Or is it not showing? Oh no, I turned it on because I was just like, chat, why do... Okay, anyway, well... We'll let the music of Final Fantasy... Sorry, that's audio jungle. I apologize. I deeply apologize for that. It was unprofessional of me. But yeah, also not having a functioning webcam is a bit of a hassle for job interviews, because that means I can only do them on my laptop. I do have a super old one, but it just stopped working. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a hassle for job interviews because I can't do them on my desktop. I have to do them on my laptop, which, if I need to be, like, running software or something, it's just... I'm much more comfortable with, like, sharing my screen and stuff on my desktop because I have other screen space to work with that I can keep stuff hidden. You know, just kind of, like, not have the whole show exposed, as it were. So, for, like, some coding interviews, they do want to see your entire desktop to make sure you're not cheating, but honestly, like, what I would use for quote-unquote cheating in a job interview is, like, looking stuff up on Stack Overflow, which is what I would be doing on the job. Like, like, sorry that I know how to be a software engineer and, like, listen to other software engineers, you know? Like, so, some of it's just weird like that. Yeah, I mean, that would require that I actually get a job interview in the first place. Which is not optimistic about that, frankly. It's been a while since I've had a job interview. Been a good, like, 6 months, probably. Not for a lack of trying. Again, I've kept applying to jobs. Just, market's not good. You know, I've heard from people twice this week the exact phrase, it's not a good market. And I'm like, yeah, why do we even have a jobs market? You know, oh, marketplace this, marketplace that. Yeah, fucking free hand is busy finger blasting me. You know? Not a good feeling. Free hand's busy fucking me over. Like, oh yes, this is exactly what I was promised when I went to college and got good grades, was a horrible job market. You know, I wasn't promised job security or, you know, more hiring potential or more hireability, whatever. You know? It gets frustrating, my point, I guess. But yeah, I'm almost done with my paper crane here, so don't you worry. We're getting through it. I guess I can do it, like, in conversations and cutscenes while I'm just listening. I think I'll do that, now that I'm at, like, a decent stopping point with it. I'll get into the actual content. God forbid, right? I think I'm gonna do Slay the Spire streams. I think it's gonna be easier that way. I'm supposed to like fold something in here. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me since I saw you last week. Was you know, more work, more frustration with the job market, and origami. I mean, I've been doing origami for a while, but it's really just paper cranes. When I get to the, you know, legendary 1,000 paper crane thing. Is it 10,000 or is it 1,000? But no, either way, it's just a nice, like, meditative kind of experience for me. You know what? Yeah, I was doing it wrong yesterday. There's a quick way and then there's a more complex way, but it's more sturdy. And I was doing it the quick way yesterday. Of live and learn, I guess. Could definitely go in and like refold the other paper crane, but I feel like it's probably better to just count it towards my 1,000. You know, the legend goes you fold 1,000 paper cranes, or again maybe 10,000, and you like get a wish. And Warframe players know. And now, was that the wrong way? I think that was the right way. Nope, pretty sure that was the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna leave this be for now then. Final Fantasy time. Go back and play the other ones. I actually do really want to play 15. The combat in that seems really fun. Why aren't you grade 3 materia? Tiger skin. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna keep that for glamour, I think. Unless these are like really tight. Although I guess I can always craft those. No, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll pick the materia anyway. Did you wish for further employment? Maybe... Ugh, went Australian there for a sec. Mayhap you could speak with Alize. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. Go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Baru. Alphino told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me. Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. You say in the north. Oh, that way's closed off too, I think. Okay, let's go out the correct way. Yeah, also, like, I'm realizing that, you know, doing this is kind of making me just... It's not much more than a React streamer. Yeah, also, I got myself the ability to fly here. Really nice. Well, quiet. Now, follow me to the next location. Yeah, very glad I went through and unlocked the ability to fly. I haven't done it for any of the other locations in Stormblood, but it's... I'm glad I did it here. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters, then? Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Rogga's Reach. Even so, it would be prudent to search a little longer. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Ah, damn it all. Can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. Gotten stronger. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery. Though, mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Mikote I met in my travels. Yeah, I've met him. Brahatia, right? He's master of these techniques, and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianger's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. Should we split up? We should split up, try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about as disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the Ribbons, to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Oh? Oh, hello there, young man. My associates and I are in search of the fertile soil for farming. This land caught our eye. Oh, really? You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, he desires the truth, and he shall have it. Deal with him. Hi. Let's see. You're the foster? Bogus? Yeah, so it was some of their scouts. Good, you caught him. Saw them attack you while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume? Strongest neck muscles in Eorzea, baby! Early on Heidelin. I knew it would come to this. The hands of a Westerner? Ugh, Doman would at least know the rights. think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she's ready. She will never kneel again. Nor should she. Oh, echo time. Pardon! Rest assured, the Nayuri will receive due compensation. Young Asahi has great potential. That much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. I have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best imperial education for our boy. I've finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside, now. Yes, Mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. Sisters, not mine. Let me rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but one cannot choose one's family. Indeed. She is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed, though... Thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. Not a tragic backstory for Yotsuyu. This is not what I needed. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of the soldiers hit you on the head or something? No, it was the echo. Well, if you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here. And, okay, so we're just gonna leave him? Even still breathing? Or is he the guy who recruited Yotsuyu? I think he was the guy who recruited Yotsuyu. You know, convenient that we still have the power to just read the past. Valley of the Fallen Rainbow. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we dispose of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. I might need to get rid of some of these. Level 80. 40. Okay, I can get rid of these just because they're, like, not in high enough amount to matter. I don't really want to get rid of that. Is this... Yeah, level 60, 70. Alright, that's part of my whole... getting all my crafters to, I might need to discard these. You know what? Let's eat some raisins. Why not? Just get this out of the way. Okay. We just talked to Alize again. Cool. Sorry, I was very focused on the inventory management that I didn't notice. Ooh. Yeah, I think I still just go for the materia. I'd tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature... Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. Only got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doman Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Issei. Why don't you come too? During the rebellion, Imperials turned to their agents among the shinobi, and through their treachery were many of my comrades slaughtered. We few who survived have not forgotten that day. Memory of it has spurred us never to neglect our training. We might be ready to administer revenge. Well, that was bleak. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna travel to Namai. I can spare the gill. Also, I will be getting the full version on sale, which I kind of have to do before next week's stream, because the sale ends on the 7th. So, yeah. But hey, no more free trial. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alize encountered. Glad you're alright. Right then. Oh, right, you were the shithead. Say, we've gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. Every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa. Ryo-sen could use a hand if there's nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. Plowshares to swords, I guess. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly little girl, of course you can. Hurry, you never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Oh, do you like her? Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. So much to worry about. You're doing well, Issei. Though, I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. Don't be a fool. Grab your tool. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. And the Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. You have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though. But maybe you two could come with me. His name is Turanuki, and he lives in Kusakari, to the south. But come with me. I need to clean my keyboard. That'd also actually be something kind of fun to do on hand cam, is like keyboard cleaning. I want to clean off all my Legos that I have on display. 'Cause some of them have collected an unfortunate amount of dust, and it's kind of hard to a couple of them have like the grimy kind of dust on them that you need to get off. Oh, who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of rebellion, of liberation? Oh, surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will. Do not take offense if I die from laughter. Oh, I got lightheaded from doing that laugh. Say again. You'd have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars. Oh, mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry. Better shield them from blade and bullet. Only it were so simple, Master Tsurunuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me steel and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. Gonna make a racket, though. Wait. I see. Am I gonna blow myself up here? Yay. 10-second long cast time. Let's go. But I don't know, I know a lot of people don't like Stormblood, but I'm actually, like, rather engaged with the... a lot of that comes down to the mission structure, though. I do find it engaging how they are depicting the Garlean occupation. It's, like, just essentially the methods they have of control and oppression, that being, like, promise of a false liberation, creating the environment for radicalization, and despair. And while that does foment the seeds of rebellion, they keep a close eye on everything so that anything that pops up, they can account for. However, they're not, like, adjusting fast enough to outside intervention, which is what we're doing. Also, we have plot armor, so, like, you know. But it really was the outside intervention that seems to have made the difference. Or is, I suppose. Eh? You have the many plates of steel I demanded. Show me. Oh, then you are committed to your cause. Dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Oh, stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead. So are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. It was Lord Kyan who saved us. Spared us the worst when the Garleans came. For shred of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought. All to win their trust. All to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter. He would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation. Of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet... Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Kyan. Monzen, the Enclave. We were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all! Oh, okay, well, DDoS. God damn it. Yeah, you did murder us all. You murdered my connection to the server. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so anyway. You know, let's go into the character creator. Can't make... Yeah, Shadowbringers. I like the Aura aesthetic, but I don't like the run that they do. Why? I like the Zayla. But it's their Crash Bandicoot run that I really don't like. Thick ass tail. Like this one the most. I think just because it has the, like... Because it has the nose markings. No, I've come around to honestly liking my Makote. Cannot log in while there is a queue. Yay. Oh, did I get kicked out because I'm on the free trial? Oh, it just kicked me out of the game. Okay, cool. This kind of sucks, not gonna lie. I need to find if there is a book that, like, encapsulates, or, like, can kind of serve as a companion to this storytelling that, that Stormblood is doing around systems of oppression. Okay, that's weird. Can't log back in. Alright, well, paper crane time. I think it did just get DDoS, though. Please use the retrieve character data subcommand if you are re-editing your character's appearance or they require a name change. What is the... what? I see. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like the character data is lost. Client settings, backup, character settings. I don't understand where this subcommand is supposed to... oh, here we go. More character settings, more subcommands. Nope, do not delete. What am I even supposed to do here? Whatever. I might like start into like a vibes-based tier list. Or I should see if I can get STS working. Or I might just boot up Borderlands 4, honestly. Because I know I'm not going to compete with Frost Prime while he's live in the STS section on Twitch. You know, that's just like not going to happen. And I say that because I watch Frost Prime. It's like, and it's part of why I want to like change stream times. Is that right now this overlaps with Frost Prime. Like completely, actually. And it's like, if I would rather be watching a different streamer, why should I expect people to stay in my stream, you know? Like, it's just not, it's honestly just not fair. It's not fair to myself, it's not fair to people that I would want to watch me, you know? Yeah, I did do it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna find that paper crane from yesterday. This was... yeah, you're just a bit fat. Alright. Gonna finish folding this one, then refold the one from yesterday. Yeah, folding paper cranes is a good time. I still don't understand what I'm looking at here. Yep, login. No login with the Q. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not bricked. That would really suck. But I don't want to purchase the free trial right now. Or sorry, I don't want to purchase a subscription right now. Probably because it would make me, like, download stuff. I'm just like, that kind of interrupts the, you know, it's interrupting the whole process either way. So, I don't know. This is I'm not really sure how to get around this issue. I don't know why these extra folds are present on the paper crane. I guess it is a nice, like, exercise in precision. And they do provide some nice structure to the neck and tail. It's not all a waste, but it is interesting. I guess also when you're, like, folding the neck and tail, it does provide a nice natural... It's hard to explain without, like, actually doing it yourself, but there's kind of, like, natural lines you want to fold along with some of these extra folds that I'm doing. I know you can't see what I'm doing, which again is why hand cam would be nice. But alas... One can only do so much when it comes to folding paper cranes and dreaming of electric sheep. Yeah, that does look a lot better. I see. Yeah, the wings kind of like... It makes the wings, like, taper in. Okay. Yesterday I was like, why is this so easy to fold? I remember this being harder. And then it's like, oh yeah. Because I forgot a few, like, well, they're not essential. I don't know. A few reinforcing folds. Yeah, I think that's the way to put it. Got a few reinforcing folds on my paper crane. Let's try Final Fantasy again. I might check the section on Twitch, actually. That might be pretty useful. See... Who is playing Final Fantasy XIV? Olatro... Here's someone in Heaven's Ward. Nope, they're like actively in the server. I'm just SOL, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's something with the primal data center. Either way, gonna try it again. Okay, hopefully... Yeah, there we go, now that this is showing up. I guess I should have looked up what that area code was entailing. But that's weird to just have me kicked off the server. I guess if they have a bunch of people trying to connect, then it can read as the server is full. Why are they suffering continued DDoS attacks anyway? Here we go. Okay, let's try that again. Yes, so many plates. Ian, Cayenne, etc., etc. Doma is dead, her people are dead, Lord Ian is dead, except he's not. This guy doesn't know that. I guess we do want to keep the word that Hien is back kind of on the mum, so makes sense that most people wouldn't know. I mean, do the people of Namai even know that he's back? Okay, here we go. We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kyan too lives on, in our hearts, and in his son. But Lord Hien has returned. Oh, we're just spilling the beans? Okay. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Lord Hien? Alive? It cannot be. You lie. You lie. No? Telling the truth. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives. Oh. Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. Oh, not so down in the dumps now, are you? Now that your boy crush is back? Look, why would so many people like Hien if they weren't a little bit gay for him? 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Quick send material. Sorry, I am actually just refinishing this paper crane. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went back and revisited this one that I did yesterday. Maybe it was 2 days ago. Either way. Please? Alright, well that head's a little, malformed. But Crane does indeed have a head now, so. Yeah, you need to keep a lot of precision when folding cranes, just because that little headpiece at the end really does kind of get to you. Okay. Nice. One paper crane and one paper crane revisited. I actually do like the texture that having... Like, I made a mistake fold on the paper crane I made today. But it added some, like, nice texture to it. Excuse me. Technically an upgrade, but I just got some new weapons, so, again, materia. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. Just have to show them the way forward. Indeed. Issei and I will stay and help Tsurunuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. I'm just gonna travel there. Or teleport there, rather. I guess any way I get there is traveling there. Everything is in order, sir. Under Lord Gasetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Oh, is this where we reveal that we are in fact all ready? Help! Oh, no. I will not oppose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in place, and everything is in... And every place is in... Everything is fine. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector? Ha! To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. Would you, though? The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You'd be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Then let us depart from Monzen at once. Oh, can I finally go back here? No! I go through here. Nope. Realize, I guess they do keep those pretty guarded. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Monzen was home to many great and powerful families. Men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. Getting awfully close there. Okay, so we are at least sneaking about. Excuse me. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. I think this was once a bustling street, so full of life. A river of people with a current all its own. But even then, the Imperials walked among us. Sometimes openly, deserve defeat. The fucker. I'm having a conversation here. Stop it. But even then, the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence. We were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, keep our people safe. But at what cost? Forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings, though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west here. Where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street past the makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. I doubt this would raise much of an alarm, though. Probably just, like, oh, like, scouting incursion from the rebellion. Like probably hasn't been the first time this has been tried. The ruins for usable weapons. Yeah, we were getting that guy's attention anyway. No way we couldn't. Guess we try to defeat these guys? Okay, those teeth are creepy. I'm not about it. Okay, do I need to go in this building? Oh, maybe I need to check those lockers, or those aren't lockers, that's a door. Good day, Charlie. Oh, here we go. Really all I could find. Alright. Excuse me, my nose is getting kind of stuffy. Alas, I found naught of value. Did you? Sheathed in its scabbard. Though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. Never even had the chance to draw it. There she is. Doma Castle. My home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across the Fluminus. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though father spent much of his time here, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there. You could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzen at least. Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, unto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. What is life if not a story? Story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. Story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nation. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Ian, son of Kayan, the caretaker, story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. In the end... Kami strike me down, how I could be so blind. We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I've had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved. I know how. Okay. Gonna have to hear your pitch. Yeah, just gonna have oodles of materia to work with. On second thought, Auden, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphino to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I'll join you anon. Oh, okay. We're getting to the Kojin. You're getting the Kojin back involved. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well, if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain. Alright. Enjoy some dialogue.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Oh. I like this plan.
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
Ooh, I like this plan. Bold and
My
brash.
lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
It can be rebuilt.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild.
Exactly.
So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised strategy and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
Anyway, I can turn up the character detail. Oop. Oh, sorry, just had to sneeze there real quick. No plan is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Tsunanuki's working hard, and if Issei's doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Alright, here we go. On the eve of destiny. Right, we do this, then we go back to Girabanya. Zotoban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you play, I think it's only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it from me to refute. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day.
Same here.
Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
What, are they bickering? Oh, that's just cute.
Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Weren't you the ones who told me to go to bed? You've been knocking them back.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know his thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak.
Are you not waking up the entire base, my guy?
In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun, live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too.
It is Shun
That I
Hien?
yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves.
Okay to have regret, big guy.
Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance. To serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
So was there a question in there, or...
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Ah, even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no?
Aye. This is true.
If you've no intention of sleeping, Ugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
Going into battle hungover? Hell yeah. There he is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Koji not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. Was I doing a British accent for him before? Alpha now. Instruct Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Setsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monzen. Good luck, my friends. I'll see you both again soon. Yep, the die is cast, and now we await... we await what fate has in store for us. Oh, there's a dungeon there. Okay. Wait, can I just fly out of here? Holy shit, I can just fly out of here. Alright, here we go.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Rats be like.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Are they supposed to have armor? Eh, well.
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
Nice. Oh, good.
This is Lise. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
That was read really fast. Ah, the Aura. Let's fucking go.
Ah, war. To wield power, to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothar.
Oh, come on, just bang already.
Preening, Oronir. You fear that you will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Ooh, just the subtle smile on his lips. Nice. Yeah, that does seem a lot less risky.
Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
I do like that staff, though.
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
Federation comes rolling in.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
Yeah, they were so concerned about destroying the castle, but they're just like bombarding the side of it. Better so you don't give a fuck. Nice. Flooding it was the right call, probably.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
You just chilling?
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. You would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the lastest profanings ever flew. Speaking of which, how fares my brood?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Albert.
Sorry?
By all indications, it was a success.
Are we Iron Knighting this guy?
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use.
Oh god.
Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his rule. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
I don't like how the hair's behaving in the... Sorry, it just really drew
As
my
you
attention.
command, my lady.
Ill at ease.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Right. Aye, there can be no doubt. Viceroy is trapped. And so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock. Do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Arden. Ooh. Big guy. Hiromaru. Ugh. Okay. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There's room enough for you all. Aden, that we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into two parties upon arrival. One composed of myself, the other you, Gasetsu, and Yugiri. Given our inferior numbers, we must needs finish the battle quickly. So while you and yours draw the enemy's attention, I shall steal over to the keep. Lest you worry, though I've been to the castle only a handful of times, my father saw fit to drill its layout into me. I could find my way blindfolded. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yotsuyu. Agreed? Let us be about it. For Doma. And the Imperials have really had their run of the place, huh? I guess they put up the scaffolding because of the flooding, which makes sense. I do like this music though. Very fun, very jammy. What the hell? Oh, hello. Oh, hey, boss, already? Or just a big guy? No, it's just a big guy. Yeah. Also, almost really messed that up there. Oh, I see. That was the environment. That was not smart to stand in. Okay, now the actual boss time. Oh, messed that up. Whatever. Oh, this is getting more messy. Okay, cool. Yay, and we get to keep all the loot, because this is, you know, duty assist, whatever. Okay, cool. This isn't so flooded that we can't block it. How did I lose my target? Anyway. Oh yeah.
Now fall!
Okay, just looking at kind of what... Oh, probably wait for that. Honestly, like, considering that this is like for the fate of a nation, I feel like the music is very upbeat. Another boss fight.
the samurai of Doma!
Alright, this is... Oh no, this is actually pretty standard bosses. For being honest here. Like, nothing absolutely revolutionary about this stuff. Dodge this, do that. I will say, I do still really like the design, just because the visual effects of the AoEs are so, like, diverse. But that in and of itself keeps the game interesting. But the actual design of the bosses doesn't really change all that much, admittedly. I think I need to be standing here. Yeah, makes sense. Ow. Okay. Got interesting towards the end, I admit. The shaman needs a job stone, for real. So I've been playing for more than an hour. Let me get some food. What? Here are you. Oi. Leave me alone. Dunshun Ring of Flame. Oh, hello. Ah, I forgot to hit the frickin' thing. Meditation. There we go. I was in the totally wrong position for, like, all of that. Oh, Jesus. They're crawling out of the woodwork, aren't they?
The weave of a shinobi's power.
TV's getting cocky up in here, but I kind of like it. Oh. I want that sword. Honestly, I would be mad if it weren't for the fact that I want that sword. What is that?
Rip and tear!
Ah, nice.
I have you. Go together!
Oh, dang it. Messing up my freestyle.
The weave of a shinobi's power.
Okay, managed to still get it. Oh, what are those?
Die!
Oh, hello. That was bad.
Die! We go together!
Well, I need to... Why are you... Oh, right.
The weave of a shinobi's power.
I don't know why they didn't get hit by that, but I guess I'll take it. Better than losing the duty. Nice. Leveled up to 69. Cutscene time? Shin. I'm gonna look up and see what the Dark Knight weapon is for this. Loot. Okay, Dark Knight's arm. No, it doesn't look like we can get that sword. Dang it. You can get a pet though, of that Grindelwald, but I guess that's a way of getting the sword, but you're not the one holding it.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They woke me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew!
Oh, so he killed her ex-husband. Unless she killed him.
What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doman. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again.
Oh, so she just hates
bend
Doman.
this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
Damn.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Come on, Gasetsu. Don't sacrifice yourself, man. We all get out of here, okay? Holy.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
I don't believe you, but I don't have much of a choice. Fucking... He's still alive? How is that an automatic?
No. No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
That's a liver shot, too.
'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons.
I think you're just looking for a way to die, man. This isn't over.
Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And
We
I
have to
better
go
for your guidance.
now. Like right
Doma
now.
we build together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
Oh, we're gonna have to recover the body eventually.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
He's under 2 tons of rubble, my girl. Ooh.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
I should look up Witcher 4 news. Do they have any gameplay? well, something. Oh. I see. Thank you. The occupation has ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. They will not simply give up Gasetsu for lost. Or aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river, and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily, without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right. Aren, a word, if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And? Did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. The floor beneath him gave way before the rest. It is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river, but the water is slick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. Sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Sorban, for taking it upon yourself to search. Castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? Day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather here. Magnai and Sadhu know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. You all look like shite. Captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
How old are you, my guy? Do some Rogadin just not grow hair? Below the scalp, I mean. Or below the neck.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course. Forgive me. This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck.
That's quick about face.
We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking.
Magitech barrier still exists. You could use that, could you not? Just be interesting for defense.
And yet, we won.
Oh, yeah.
The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more, here and now, and begin to rebuild our homeland?
Mm.
Lord Hien!
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
Yep, yep. And now with Doma free, we can return to Girabanya. Where the hell am I? What? Oh, okay. I need to ferry out of here. No, I'm gonna go see what Yukiri has to say, and what Ian has to say, I guess, too. It's a good speech. It's what the people needed. 25 years. Only you were here to see it. It's not for naught. It was not for naught. He's just stunned. Okay. Honestly, I can vibe with that. Oh, food's about to run out. It gives XP. Honestly, if I didn't have so many varieties of food, I would have a lot more backpack space. Yes, I do seek passage across the one river. And here we are. Excuse me. Mayo. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, in which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. We have work to do, Alphino. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate. By rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabanya, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize the opportunity to rekindle fires of liberation in the West. Dare not allow the Imperials a moment respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Yeah, this was always the plan. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war here is ended and there is no cause to remain. The Ordinir and Dotharl have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first.
The Blue too must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services.
Here to turn a profit, more like.
And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, steal off into the dark. No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain was never one from England. I am a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien? Nay.
No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Our waters have always been fruitful.
I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson.
Thank you, Dorina, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way. Until we meet again. Naught remains undone. You're ready to depart. Kugane, then. Have everything? Good. We'll need to weigh anchor before the Sekisegumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Uldan. I like how these look. Yeah. Plus, I haven't picked up new gear in a moment. Wait, that's... Oh, I see. The vest is the whole thing. I wish I could just have the top part. Oh well. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. And it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Okay, make it back to Gearbanya. I'm probably gonna go for about 30 more minutes. I do need to make myself some lunch. I wonder if I can craft collectibles to get materia. I may have to look that up. Like, can I get combat materia by just wearing combat gear when I'm crafting? Like, is that a thing? Yes, I would like to go into the Ruby Bazaar offices. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure to... Oh, excuse me. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. So yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I have already charted passage for you back to Limsa. Ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. The four of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes. I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? Yes. There you have it. I'll remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go! Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. I cannot deny that the thought of leaving her here alone worries me. But she has proven time and time again she is far more clever than she appears. Besides, I do not think I could persuade her to change her mind. Mayhap I should take her advice and purchase a souvenir or two before leaving. Not gonna talk to Hancock because I don't care about him. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are.
All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
Yeah.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
I'll catch you up on the way
Not to
then.
speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
Ian?
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
Well, thank you.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
Or are you coming with?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough.
Helping us fight would be a good start.
After we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
Yeah.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did.
Keep them off
Even
balance.
the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
Actually, pretty smart.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
Got a point.
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends. And may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Why can we not take the airship? Get Sid over here. We need an express airship. Meanwhile, Royal Palace of Alamigo.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
Yeah, and I'll be ready to take you down. Oh, Sid's busy trying to find Shinryu and the Omega weapon. That's right.
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Oh, they have Kryl. God damn it.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Gonna make her kill that guy?
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
Okay, so he doesn't want Kryl dead yet. Back in Eorzea at last. Ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger. Wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that and more, we returned better for the experience, and, more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think we should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I am not too late. Admiral, What are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya. Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks. But we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt a few operations, with mixed results, I am sorry to say. It was a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Ryle Baldessian was taken prisoner. Ryle! Do they know where she is being held? They do not. But your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kyle taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. And thank you for informing us. High though we may be, we must make haste to Kestrom Oriens. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Eugidi. Are they trying to push us to more hasty action, I wonder? Oh, hello. There you are. Have you heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Bluffiswin. What happened? Ryle and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Ishtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I will make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the Skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. Oh, you have the Echo? The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong as the Echo as Auden is, of course. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse, like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. You walked in for Dola's memories. What did you see? Woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Cryle Baldessian. Alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Cryle, or her current whereabouts. Now, orders were to bring back Cryle alive. We can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions, and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldin. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Auden and I are going to go see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here.
Alright, I can't fly here yet. Let's keep moving back. We're in the fringes, right? Yeah. Oh, I have quite a lot that I need to gather. I think I was waiting to come back here in terms of the main story to focus on finding those. Oh well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy.
Welcome, Lise, Auden. I'm sure you've heard about Cryle by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow.
I have no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Cryle.
I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance?
Better than when you last saw us, and no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabanya, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause.
I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach.
Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. But we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castromorians. There's no point you telling me everything now when you'll only have to say it again for the Flame General's benefit.
You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off.
Home is where the heart is, and Alphanos is in Eorzea. Okay. I could just get up on a fart cloud?
You've spoken with Thancred, then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him.
I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. You're ready to address Father and the others, then let us be about it. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good accessory. What level are my accessories right now? 260, 240? 267? I don't really get it. Ooh, that's a cool photo. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of our next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
You have more scars than I remember.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Yeah.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever gonna get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned. Not least poor Mistress Cryle.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamegan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Veladina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Oh yeah. Success of this operation paramount. As long as the Empire holds Castellum Veladina, the main host cannot advance. Venus knows this. That's why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridges of defense. We'll get to fight the Skulls again. Butcher is not to be underestimated. He is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. We have a plan to defeat her. First, we send the Alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. Garrison will muster their forces and prepare a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Throw them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye, Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. You will order her men to give the chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. What are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Veladina, Commander Kemp. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Veladina is lost, then hit them hard with our reinforcements, and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Aden, Lys, Arenvold, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alizai and I will remain with the Flame General. We will return to Rulga's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. Okay. Alright, so it's literally just a group buff that I get at level 70. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Veladina is a bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and it's far too long besides. There's no need for all that. Right, Monago? Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms now. Ooh, clever. Arnvold, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? I'm sliding between accents, I apologize. Aye, sir. All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Aden, stay with me for a moment, you would. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each one of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs in their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since you were last here, so best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of the Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, told trains by himself from the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished. I say, if it isn't the lad who helped me find the ward, I'm misplaced. Ah, but there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't till after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken his time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what's done is done. But know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Vaudet of the Maelstrom. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Uldar, but decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I'm sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. Ah, but this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial horsens what for. Old of you to think they have prostitution in the Empire. Seems like the kind of place that would really just curb that immediately. Of course you're doing squats. Aden, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilrid and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we summoned enough crystals, we could summon Ralgar like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilrid? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. And maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in a hurry, mind. Good. You need the desire to live as much as anything. Looking for a reason to die won't do anyone good. Have a word with the men I mentioned, then. As I'm sure you've noticed, they've another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. That's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Giribanya his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. Growing larger, grown more diverse. And while there is good in that, there is also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? It's a good thing they've got you. Now, aye, but not for forever. And to be frank, I don't always know what to say to the ones who left, not to mention the youths. Nay, the Resistance needs a leader with a wider view. Someone who's not lived their whole life in Giribanya, who's known death and hardship but not been ground down by them. Aye, as you may have guessed, I've been thinking about asking Lise. But it'll be her decision in the end. I trust I needn't say this conversation is just between you and me. Good lad. Right then. You best head to Castel and Corvi. Or what remains of it, rather. Again, sliding between accents, and I deeply apologize. Need to get my different British accents down. Question is it a straight shot from... I guess we'll find out if we can just leave Ralger's Reach and then make it a straight shot to Corvi. Well, I might actually end here. Like I said, I do need to make lunch. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Hope you have a good weekend, everyone. Get up, get some water, stretch. You know, get yourself some food. That's what I'm gonna go do. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Next Wednesday, by the way. More Hades 2. That's what I mean by the next one, specifically.